What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. TCG Player is doing an insane sale on the drop day of Chaos Impact. That's 8% bonus bucks back on everything site-wide. This is the first time they've ever done that. That means you can get bonus bucks back for sealed product, for supplies such as card sleeves, everything site-wide. That's Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, everything, period. And you can shop that sale using my link in the description down below. It supports me directly and allows me to continue to push TCG Player to give me stuff to give you all, such as the box of Chaos Impact, where I actually pulled a prismatic and 2 short prints. So you might want to go check that video out as well. But seriously, they're doing an amazing job reaching back out through the community, through YouTubers, and also thinking of, well, what would I want if I was a consumer? So let's go ahead and go over a couple things I would be considering with this 8% bonus bucks back. Dark Neostorm has $60 special edition, so with that 8% back, it's a good chunk of change. And Cynet Mining is an overprinted secret within the set. Dengirsu was shorted, if you'll recall. Avermax is on the way up, which I'll actually be talking about later in Market Watch. No material. You have plenty of good pulls within Dark Neostorm. So if I'm looking at any sealed product for cheap, you're getting each special edition for around $5.5. It's pretty dang insane. So this is one of the things that I was actually eyeing, and there's a couple left before it is 70. Dragon Shield is the most talked about thing in the comment section with this sale. Remember, standard is Magic the Gathering size or Pokemon size, so you'll want to go small for Yu-Gi-Oh players. Also looking through, things like Pot of Desire's Ultimate Rare catches my eyes, actually under the market price, headed back towards 60. If I'm picking up staples, you know, you degenerate Grinmaju players, I would be going for the Ultimate Rare during this sale. It's going to be one of the lowest points it's ever going to be at in the history of this card's release, as I think this will just be stonks. It's something that'll go up over time, especially after we move on, like, in age. We look at duality and how crazy it is. I would definitely get something like this during the sale if I was holding off. Dual Devastator is an obvious choice. Sealed, you're getting back 8%. It's an amazing set. Or you can even go after the singles that you were waiting for and get 8% back. There's multiple ways to play this sale. Now, a buyout that did happen throughout this week is Invoked Makaba. I want to give you guys a reminder on this. Fusion Enforcers, European foiling, warped terribly. So if you're participating in buyouts on masses of cards, you want to remember card history. And the super rare is still pretty dang cheap as well, as if I recall, like I looked it up just a bit ago. So when $17 is the cheapest near mint Makaba, and near mint can be extra bendy, you want to kind of consider what you're buying out in relations to an archetype, and I don't think hollowed out Makaba is it. I think that misses the mark. I think whoever did this is going to get a little bit of a bad surprise when their mail day comes in. What I would be after is stuff like Alistair, the Invoker of Madness, a semi-generic link with 2 downward arrows that gets a good effect with Fusion Summoning, period. Like, I would be looking at that if I'm going after the Invoked engine. Only one printing, a Link Reigns pack card. Yeah, this is definitely what I would be after over, you know, Makaba, which can come in terribly warped foiling. Looking at Chaos Impact, everyone is freaking out because it's released. Some things are going up. You see the Prismatics getting competition now, going down on every single one, down $10, down $10, down, you know, around 15, and then down around 20. Yeah, every single Prismatics falling. I feel like Prismatics were super hyped in Rising Rampage, and still are, but there's a big but. I think we'll see the market become more saturated. The lower end ones will continue to decline, and the ones that have more of a meta impact will find their stability. Never buy a special edition. If I'm talking about sealed product, no. You go after the box. You go after your 1 in 24 chance at a prismatic. Don't go after the special edition unless the promos announced are just mind-blowingly insane. Just buy the promos as singles. Like, why would you buy this over this? It makes no sense. They've kind of ruined special editions, and now first edition product really holds its value. Blue Tang is down over $6 over here, but on tier 0, we showed you they were selling it for $30, so it's not the biggest surprise. They're very good at calling the market. Now, what I tell you guys, I said Masquerena, I don't know about it sticking, but it is one of the most meta-impacting cards. Already down back $4 more from where it was the other day. Abomination Prison holding in the sand at $28, though. I'm seeing a ton of vendors bust open full cases and only get one of these. Myself, and I know Nim and a couple others, we had really good luck with this, though, so it might look the opposite on YouTube. But I watched Sam's mass case openings, and this was not the most common pull either. Say Furt. Not fart. Say Furt is 28. A lot of people going after this as well. I think it's a pretty good card for Dragons, and it being such a general card, a lot of people looking to pick that one up. Pyro Phoenix falling a little, Striker Dragon falling a freaking lot, and then the rest of the set starts to get pretty dang cheap, even for the Unchained. Like I said, something had to give. You just can't have $60 playset, $60 playset after $60 playset. So we see a lot of $30 playsets already out of the gate. Something definitely had to give there. And then Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid is actually up a little bit. This is shocking to me. I mean, it's a cover card. I know a lot of people from the anime wanted this, but I thought this would just be straight $5. Easy $5. The fact that it's holding in here is pretty crazy to me. And the rest, almost everything you're looking for, the 10 Ys, oh, cheap out the gate. It's beautiful. I would get them sooner than later. I think 10 Yi definitely has a high ceiling people aren't considering. But if we look at TCG player versus eBay, stuff like Marincess Blue Tang is exactly the same price, except you get those 8% bonus bucks back today. So we do see through the competitive market that TCG player is really winning on the set release, especially with this sale. Artifact Sanctum saw a small price hike on almost every single version, which I find pretty surprising. We see a $12 version on the Mega Pack. We see towards 10. A lot of people are kind of giving murmurs about this within the format again, but over on eBay, we still see 3-mint copies, $8. We see $8, like 8 each. He has 3 available. But yeah, it's usually the trends on eBay follow TCG player. This was up before the sale started. So let me know if you're kind of eyeing Artifact Sanctum, because I know Trap Trick has been going up. We've covered that. Out of the Megatons, it's one of the most rising values as a generic kind of card in there. Do you think Sanctum's just kind of rising on the end of, oh, I have Trap Tricks, this is one of the best search targets, might as well have access to it? Why do you think this is rising on TCG player? And do you think, as historically shown, that eBay will follow suit there? And hey, a great chance to support a tuber for a little extra change. There's Jobber. Megatons are also what I would be eyeing as a sealed product during the sealed sale, but a lot of the value is stagnating or falling. Boral Sword's been sticking in that 11 point, barely resisting 10. Jackalope, not 15, it's at 14, so we see a little bit of a fall off for some cards. Maybe that's because Thunder Dragons rose, so there's value displacement. These go up, these go down just a little. Maybe that's it, because a lot of those are up. And like I said, Trap Trick has been going up as well. This is one that I called very early on. I was like, yo, get your $4 copies, trust me. That's looking pretty good, isn't it? And I also said Called by the Grave originally was too expensive. I couldn't have seen a holofoil version being stuffed into Dual Devastator, but the highest rarity Called by, it's a great time to grab it, actually. I did kind of predict that it might be towards $5, towards its lowest point, though. So we're headed that way right now. This is pretty insane how far it's fallen, though. Remember those $18 pre-sales? I remember those $18 pre-sales. And looking through the rest, it's a great time to grab staples. Like I said, stuff like Unicorn, it's going to be going up. Stuff like Phoenix, it's going to be going up, and it has been. You want to grab the more staple-ish extra deck stuff out of here and make sure you have it for the competitive seasons. It's pretty much only up from here. We've seen the bottom out for the most part of the Megatons on the lower end. It's the higher end that will fluctuate. So these are becoming more mid-range cards, and they're just going to continue to go up over time, in my opinion. A lot of people went after Pot of Extravagance with this sale. I'm not too surprised to see this baby bump up in price, about $5 bump up from where it was last time. That's really the choice, though, huh? A lot of people wait for this card. They tell me, I'm waiting for it to fall for 50. I'm waiting for it to go down. and, you know, it hovered towards 60, it lingered at 58, came so close, but as the competitive season ramps up, people want to play their Altergeist, people want to play their Guru control. There's really solid options with Extravagance. I just don't think it takes enough top cut slots to justify its price, but that's what short printing and really good generic cards get us, and it seems like people are jumping on this with the TCG player sale. And the final note I want to make, if you've been waiting for the evil heroes, I know that this sale sounds juicy to you, right? Like, oh boy, I've been waiting, finally, an excuse to get them. I'm incentivized to tell you to use my link in the description down below, costing you nothing, and supporting the channel directly. Don't do it. Chill. Chill. Don't buy these. You wanna know why? Look at Europe. Look at this. I know it's not as shorted over there, but look at this. There's definitely going to be value displacement at some point. And what's the YCS this weekend? It's over there in Europe. What's gonna happen? A lot of American duelists are actually going to make the trek over there. If I was Simo, I would, for the first time in a long time, break out of retirement from vending and go ahead and just buy up a ton of these and start listing them at 60 to 50. And just say, hey, I'll take my double up. I will pay you full price over there, and I'll bring them over here. And that's definitely what's going to happen. You're going to see them buy them. You're going to see them start undercutting each other. And you're going to see this go down just a little bit, unless some super deep pockets are interested in stopping that from happening and buy out whatever's put out. They're going to take the free double up. They're going to gladly just sell as many as they can. So unless they're going to sell all of those for the double up to major vendors who are then going to relist barely under the lowest price, I think we're going to see some of that breakout. That's just my opinion on it, though. What is yours? Do you think it'll be a little more sane? Do you think people will just go, okay, 68, I'm the lowest listing, hope for a sale? Or do you think people are going to list those babies to move when they're coming back? Let me know in the comment section down below. And like I said, check out this video. It'll be linked, it'll be popping up somewhere on screen. Get yourself a chance at all of my pulls, including a Prismatic Secret Rare. Thanks for watching, everybody, and huge thanks for TCG Player for making all this happen.